I feel like I might regret this next part.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Johnson, and I'm lucky enough to still be in the space warehouse. With everything going on, we don't have any events planned now until bare minimum in July. So I've got a few months to just kind of do some projects. So I came up with the great idea that the she shed in the backyard of our house is going to be transformed into a laboratory. I'm going to do some science experiments, and I'll put those on the YouTube, so subscribe for that sweet, sweet content in the future. But in the meantime, that means I needed to move my office, and so I decided, since we don't use our garage as a garage anyway, it was just kind of a mini storage for our crap.
This weekend's quarantine activity. This is our pretty messy, ugly garage. I'm gonna turn this pretty messy, ugly garage into my editing office. Strip the floor, degrease it, and repaint the floor. Scrape all of this popcorn ceiling off, paint the ceiling dark gray, maybe black. Pull my box truck in here and just get everything out, paint all the walls, cover that really ugly garage door with something a little less ugly, put a bunch of lights in the ceiling, and it's gonna be amazing. So follow me. Okay, the Home Depot guy says that if you're gonna paint a floor, it has to be super duper clean, especially a garage floor, because there's concrete and there's probably old oil from the 1970s when someone drove cars in here. I guess I'm gonna dump acid on the floor, because that's what you do. I guess it's gonna eat everything out of little cracks and open up the pores so it can accept the paint. As long as I don't melt my shoes, I guess I'm looking forward to it. I know there was...
Once everything was out of the garage, I pressure washed the floor real good. I scraped everything off of there. I took a grinder to the wall and scraped the walls. Had been pretty beat up. I scraped the walls somewhat flat. I got a popcorn ceiling remover. Woo! That's a project. I saw a bunch of YouTube videos where these guys are just walking along, having a great old time, just scraping off the popcorn ceiling like it's made out of wet clay. Nope, not mine. My popcorn ceiling was hanging on. I sprayed it with a bunch of water. I scraped it with that thing. I ended up having to get up there real close with one hand and forget the pole, and I got it done.
I thought I would enjoy doing this. I don't.
The ceiling was pretty uneven, but it actually looks, I think it looks kind of cool. So I painted the ceiling flat black. I wanted like a dramatic effect. So both the ceiling and the floor got flat black. Painted the floor, just rolled it on, 2 coats. It was really good. I painted the walls bright white.
My plan is to put track lighting above the walls, shooting down on the walls, and then I'm gonna have RGB Philips lights, so the walls can kind of be illuminated in a different color. And then there's another track in the middle with just like spotlights to light the whole room up. Oh man, that's the other. I have to get in the attic and I have to do. I want track lights, but I want it to be really clean, so I'm gonna have to get in the attic and drill holes through the ceiling. I had to check the weather. It's 92 degrees in Orlando today, which means the attic is 120, 130. So we're gonna see how that looks. And then my plan is to eventually build a custom desk like that fits my computers just right. And I have 3 monitors that I'm working with, so I want them all to be ducks in a row, and the hard drives and everything else. I'm tossing up some sawhorse tables in there while I edit this video, actually.
One of my favorite parts about working events, specifically in the art world, is that people fly in from all over the place and they just leave stuff behind when it's over with. I call it looting.
I call it looting, but it's not like I'm actually stealing anything. It's just people in the event industry, they leave tons of stuff behind. And I'm pretty sure I know exactly where I put this little stack of like 2-foot by 2-foot rubber squares that someone left. These things are going to be really good for a couple of reasons. I mean, one, black colored rubber just looks super cool. But two, the epoxy, I did it like an epoxy floor, and it wants 72 hours to fully cure. And I don't want to wait 72 hours to do the rest of this project, so I need to, I'm just going to get something down to protect where my desk legs are going to go, my chair and stuff. And maybe it'll look cool and I'll just leave it in there. I don't know. But I'm going to grab my rubber flooring and I'm going to get back over there and lay that down and then get started putting stuff back in. I got to use it all. It fit pretty well. They're kind of like heavy rubber, just laid them down in place and there they sit. Then I brought in these two desktops, also left behind from shows. I just had these IKEA sawhorses I put these two desktops on top of. I thought it was going to be temporary, but it looks really good. I think I might keep it. I'm backlighting my monitor with a little LED strip from Amazon that was like $15. It actually looks really great from where I'm sitting, so I'm going to keep that in there. Maybe do a little more accents that way. This is my current office setup. This is my desktop battle station. I've got two computers here. My Windows gaming computer is basically just for Red Dead Redemption 2 at this point. Dear Victor, this is my Windows PC. Based on an Asus B450 board, we have an AMD Ryzen 5 3600 6-core 12-thread processor, the RX 580 with 8 gigs of VRAM video card, and 16 gigs of DDR4 2600 Corsair RAM. And then my main computer is my MacBook, the 16-inch Mac. I got myself a couple of bonsai trees. Require a little bit of pruning now and then, something to do, something to look at. And then I'm ordering, my plan is to put some mid-century modern furniture behind me where Sarah and I will sit and have some plants around. It'll be a nice little, like, just a little scene for storytelling or whatever else we come up with to do on our other channel. I'm gonna separate this into like 3 subjects, this channel. So here at the Space Warehouse is where I'll do my projects, is where I got the X-Carve, I've got whatever welding I'm gonna do, whatever lighting explanations and photography stuff. And then my office is where if I'm explaining anything about computers, if I'm walking through software, I'm gonna be talking about U-Ship in a minute. And then out in the she shed, we'll be doing like botany. I'm gonna set up a hydroponics growing thing, and then we're gonna have the laboratory for laboratory experiments. Subscribe to see that sweet, sweet content in the future. Thanks for watching this video. There are currently 9 of you. I have 9 subscribers at this time, so please leave a comment below if you're one of those 9. I think I know 7 of them, so 2 of you are strangers from the internet, which makes me super happy. Let's grow that number together. Please like and subscribe. I'm gonna go now.